Hi everyone, I'm back. This is the Graphic 45 Place and Time album that I finally bound. It is not completely finished yet, but I wanted to show you the finished product as far as it being bound and done. I adhered my hinge system to my back spine. I don't like it free and loose. I like it to actually be really nice and stiff. But if you like yours free and loose, obviously you're welcome to do that. That's your preference. The album itself is almost 5 inches in width. It's actually it's exactly 4. I lied. And it comes out. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.25 is the finished dimensions on the album. I found a really awesome leather product that Hobby Lobby had, and it's fabric. And the good thing and neat thing about fabric is by binding it with fabric on this edge, I'm not going to get a lot of wear and tear opening and closing this as I would if you did it in just the paper. You do also, when you do it in this, you don't have to come across here with the extra support. You can if you like, but you don't have to. I mean, if I were to cut this paper right here, because this is material, it would still keep this album completely intact. So if that paper has problems or issues, it's not going to affect it whatsoever. I did get most of my pages done, but not all of them, unfortunately. I'm still working on a couple of months. But January, February, and as you can see, all of my my months open out from the spine. They don't open into the spine here, so that there's always a nice bit of room. And if you go all the way open, you can see that you have a nice big 4-page spread. I had a lot of fun making this. Again, there's always a pocket in the front here, and then there's this pocket here as well to use for space. I do like the way that it lays down, and you can just open it up. It's really awesome. When I did that, this album is completely my own design. It's the idea was inspired by a couple of people like Kathy and Charlie Jones and some other people off of YouTube. But the design itself is mine with the file folders, and like I said, you can go to that tutorial. Some of the front pages I did a little bit differently. Instead of putting the pocket here, I put the pocket on the side, but it's still there. Hey, buddy. Thanks. And like I said, I got through most of the months. August is where I'm currently working on. As you can see, I haven't quite finished August just yet. And then I went ahead and I put the 2 other pieces in here just to get them into the album so that I had them in and I could show you the binding. All I do is I wrap the cloth up around my chipboard and then put it all together, and then I'll adhere another piece onto this to cover it. The reason why I haven't done that as of yet is because, see, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and add a black sheet, and that will cover most of that, like that. Why I haven't done that just yet is because I'm still deciding how I want to do the binding on the outside to keep the album closed. I found the buckles for Tim Holtz at Hobby Lobby, and I'm really thinking I'm going to use this. I just have to make sure I'm going to find either the right ribbon or the right strip of leather before I do that, and before I put a hole in this leather. I'm not going to do a lot of embellishing to the outside. All I am pretty much going to do is do my place and time on the spine here. I'm not going to do anything on the fronts, because the fronts, you know, you kind of put it flat and everything else, so I want to keep all that flat. I don't want to do a lot of 3-dimensional embellishing to it at all. But again, like I said, this is all done and complete. I'm debating whether or not I want to create a box for it or not. I haven't decided yet. If I do, I'll go ahead and edit this video and post it on the back end of it. But for now, this is pretty much what it is, and it's pretty much done. Just the last finishing touches for it. Again, when you do chipboard on your covers, I like to do 1/8 of an inch on the top and the 1/8 of an inch on the bottom, and then at least a quarter of or half an inch off to the side. So you just add those dimensions to your largest piece, and then you have your chipboard for the front and the back. And then whatever width you need for your spine, that's what you put in. And then I leave 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch of a gap here. I just take another piece of the chipboard, where is it? And I put that in between, and then make sure that I can fold up both pieces, and it works out fine. The chipboard that I used, unfortunately, it was Recollections brand, and I cannot find it anymore. It is that really nice thick chipboard, but I can't find it at Michael's anymore. I think I got the last of what they had. If and when I ever see chipboard packs there, because they have the nice, really thick chipboard, I go ahead and buy up as much of it as I can. But that's pretty much it. Again, it's the hinge system on the binding, and I had adhered it directly to the book. And I hope you like the album, and I hope you guys make them and enjoy all the time that you do with it and what you can put into it. Thanks a lot for watching.